Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got to talk about this leak from Illuvium Open World. A bit of a general chat about the game itself and the changes coming to the beta and stuff like that. I was away when this dropped. I tried to make a video. The hotel Wi-Fi was dog shit. I couldn't get the video buffered and everything. It was just an absolute nightmare. But we are back now, so we're going to get back into content. Another thing that's awesome is that, you know, we're getting an update to the beta, which is going to bring in checkpoints, which means I will start playing the game a lot more. My one reason that I haven't been playing as much of the beta is literally just because the time constraint of, you know, grinding for 20 minutes through easy stages that you've already done. So checkpoints is going to be huge for me, and I'll definitely jump back into much more of the beta, and we'll get a bunch more content out. Also, I will be having an interview with Kieran next week, early next week. So that's provided, you know, our schedules still align and nothing comes up. So if you have any questions that you want me to ask Kieran, let me know in the comments, and we can do our best to get everything answered, hopefully. So like I said, this trailer, and the other thing just before we go into it is just the way this game is being presented, considering the fact that it is a crypto game, is ridiculous to me. So when we keep in mind, I just think back to interviews that I had with Grant and Aaron, where Grant's like, you know, gameplay and aesthetic wise, I want to add this stuff into the game, and then you have the limitation that, okay, that feature may not be able to be added because it can be botted and exploited. So with the limitations that crypto brings, obviously, you know, the play and earn side, the NFT side, owning your assets is a really big plus in my opinion. I love trading card games. I've always spoken about this a lot, and owning the things makes it a lot more enjoyable. However, that also does add the limitations on development, and to have the game looking this good and this game flow with those limitations is amazing. Like, if crypto was dead tomorrow, and it just, like, crypto no longer existed, Illuvium would be an amazing game still, and probably even better on just a pure gameplay experience, because there would be no limitations on what they could put into it. So like, I just think that's what I love about Illuvium. It's just a good game. It's not a crypto Ponzi, all that sort of stuff. It's just a bloody good game. So I'm really excited for that. But this trailer was really, really sick. So it gives us a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back and jump through a few things. Things that I made notes. I just made a few notes of things that we get in it. The sound in this is amazing. The jetpack animations, as you can see while you're flying, like the heat distortion off the back, it looks sick. We got the scanning here. You can see you can scan or you can extract straight away using your energy. We've got the energy in the bottom right hand side there. Now I think these are just placeholder numbers. Unfortunately, the little YouTube overlay logo thing's in the way. But when everything's at 999, you know it's just a placeholder for the numbers. But, you know, we can get an idea for that system of, you know, if you want to scan things, you've got to use energy, or if you want to extract it straight away, you're going to use, you know, less energy than scanning and extracting, but you might get something that you don't really want. Next up, let's actually just turn the volume on and continue from here. But yeah, like, the general audio in this is just absolutely amazing. I'm going to turn my volume down because it's a bit loud for me. But the general audio in this is just absolutely fantastic in my opinion. As you can see we get the encounter. Now it did say air encounter, and then it didn't give us any air units. So I'm not too sure what that is. It will probably tell you what type of encounter, and then you can choose to scan. I guess the units not being of that element was just, you know, it was a placeholder or something like that. But we do also get into this side of things, which is the combat side, where we go into that encounter, we do the combat. Now, the interesting thing was this first one is a loss, which is cool because it lets us see what happens when there's a loss. So after you lose, you do go back to the obelisk. Now, they've said that many times before. So you're back to square one. You got to keep going again. I really like that sort of thing. That in this one trailer, they actually demonstrated a lot of the functionality of the actual gameplay in the open world, which I absolutely love. And the other cool thing that I found was when you put your visor scanner on, where the whole screen goes gray, and then you can see through walls, you can see the silhouettes of the different ores and stuff that you want to mine, or the plants and stuff like that. So that was really, really cool. The other cool thing is, if we go over here, I think it's just coming up now. What happens when you like try and shoot a singularity and then you like miss and then it disappears? Now, I believe, I can't remember where it's at. Now, I've had a few discussions about this before, that if it is, I don't think it turns to holographic until you shoot it. Now, I could be wrong on that. It could be like when you see that floating around, it could be holographic. And like if it's a holographic one and you do this and you try and hit it and you like miss, like hit the edge and miss, and then it goes away, that would be so painful. So I really hope that they show up holographic, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, this is another cool thing. I love this Easter egg type thing. And there's another one at the end with the snails. I love that sort of stuff. You got the koala over there. Just really cool that those Easter eggs are in there, that you shoot the walls, the pitches, and they light up. We've got the Illuvium logo on the left-hand side over there. There's a lot of those little wall paintings that I just absolutely love. I want to shoot that one on the right. I believe that's that the fox with the big like eye sort of shadows behind it on the drawing. I'd love to see that one lit up. But there's just the open world gameplay, just the loop looks really clean. Like I said, I know Grant always wanted to eventually get to the point where we have, you know, a combat system where it's like you see the alluvials and you chase them, and that's what they're going to work towards. Aaron has said that, you know, they're using the auto battler as a, you know, a temporary insert to be able to, you know, get the game out, have the capturing, and use that combat sequence. But they will try and develop it further past that in the future, which would be sick. As you can see the snails up there on the right. Probably have to shoot them again to get it. The one thing that we missed out in this little clip that I was desperate to see, because we did get an image leaked of like the capturing flow, about how Mozart's used to actually capture the alluvials into the shard. However, we do not see that in this one. Unfortunately, we do get the victory in this one, but it just cuts straight to the loading screen. So if we jump over here, let's cut it a bit further. It's just defeat and then straight into the loading screen. When I was watching this, I was getting so excited because I was like, there's enough time left in the video to show us them catching an alluvial. I want to see this thing happen. It didn't happen. So probably not ready yet, not ready to show it either way. Once again, that is so cool. I just really enjoyed everything about this. Now, keep in mind, Grant did say, like, you know, some of the movement and stuff isn't finished. A lot of it is a work in progress. But for a work in progress, I mean, you can't really complain with where it's at. I can't wait for this open world. I mean, when I think about it, I used to spend hours upon hours in Pokemon where it's just running into grass and then catching something. And it's that RNG factor of what are you going to get in the grass? Are you going to get a holographic? That sort of stuff. I just see this being a really enjoyable gameplay loop. I can't wait for this to get put into the beta, into like PB2, where we actually get to explore this stuff and run around. I think it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, and like I said, I can't wait. But once again, having that interview with Kieran next week, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll hit him up. And yeah, once this checkpoints goes live, I'll definitely be back playing a lot more of the closed beta, because it will be a lot more time friendly. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.